Thank you so much. It is absolutely a delight to be here today. I have been completely, frantically panicked for the last 3 days. I don't speak that much publicly. I speak a lot. I talk a whole lot publicly, but no, I'm really excited to talk with you guys today. Excited to be here in San Diego and look forward to hopefully talking with some folks afterwards. I really like doing walk and talk, so I'll be over here. I will be, but I'm gonna be squirming. I need to go walk. So ask me, every like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I'll make a donation to your favorite charity. Just get me out of this room, all right? Somebody help me leave. Gracefully, as gracefully as we can. Ooh, they haven't even started my time yet. This is great. This is wonderful. So if I never press start, I guess. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about what we call them FLUQs, and how. I don't know. Let's just go. My speaker notes aren't up here, guys. Like, I had the best speaker notes. I think they're going to be, I think you can, that's where all my jokes were. So if you download the presentation, just read the speaker notes in my voice, and I think you'll really enjoy them. All right, we've been building links at Citation Labs. We're in our 15th year building links. It was about 6 years ago. We got concerted about building links to sales pages. We did this for purely selfish reasons because we're able to keep our clients longer when we could show impact on our sales pages rankings. So we built tools to measure the gaps of link gaps, and then we built tools to measure impact where we would compare rankings for the page we built links to other similar pages on the website we didn't, and boom, there's link impact. This was for us, a revelation and wonderful, but what wasn't were the sales pages that we were building links to. Because they look like this. Okay. This is a client. Forgive me if you're this client and you're out in the audience right now. But there's no incentive here on this page to link. We, the SEO industry, we add topical information to the page, right? Let's get some topic in there. That's really going to help. It's going to help what? It's going to help maybe our keyword rankings. Okay, that's good. But we put some copy there. We got our blogs. We got our thought leadership. We got some thought leadership on our sales pages. Okay, we got a thought leadership section. But here's the problem, guys. This isn't 100% of the time the case, all right? I'm picking on SEO right now. But by and large, a page that's designed to rank and convert, all right, it doesn't help build confidence. It doesn't help your champion sell internally. And I mean internally in a slide deck or at the kitchen table, right? When you're trying to, if you're B2B or B2C. And it's not going to help with your trust and authority on the sales page, and it's not going to help you grow your customer lifetime value. All right. Then LLMs. This has been an exciting era for us as buyers, because LLMs really kind of start shifting the power back to the buyer, in my opinion. I don't have evidence of this, right? But in my opinion, and why is that? Well, it's getting easier to compare solutions, and it's much easier now for users of LLMs to see and peer into the needs of the other purchase decision stakeholders. All right? Why is this important? What difference would that make? Well, when we're providing, this is an example right here. I know it's really small content. My speaker notes, man, they had the best examples here. So this is where we're an engineer, right? And we're trying to find just the right server for our machine vision page. Our machine vision solution that we're building out. And I hit the page, but there's really nothing on there that's going to help me sell to my procurement team. I don't get to make I'm the engineer, I don't get to make the final purchase decision, all right? Now there's a lot of stuff on the page that says buy now, buy now, buy now. Contact us now for more information. But I'm not helping with an issue that's going to arise very soon, which is the engineer says, hey, let's buy 1,000 of these. And then procurement says, wait a minute, what's the 3 to 5 year warranty horizon, buddy? I don't know, I didn't think to ask that. Okay. So we're starting to get into the meat here, the FLUQs. Friction-inducing, latent, unasked questions. Write that down right now. I'm just it's in that. These are the unknown unknowns, the questions we don't think to ask. This is the stuff that really gets you. We know FAQs, we optimize for them, but it's the FLUQs that trip us up. Us, the purchase decision committee, the people that are trying to make something happen in their organization. They're in charge of a transition. They're in charge of moving something forward. That they might buy something from you, right? But I think they're more than a buyer's churn, right? So you really want to lean into assisting this purchase decisioning group. We know how we've tracked things for years, right? Keyword rankings, keyword reports, what's on the page, we have the benefits. Are we 10% better than our competitors? Are we more topically relevant? How many chunks do we have on the page? Are they the right ones? This is important stuff. We want visibility, absolutely. But we're hurting ourselves here, right? We're hurting ourselves with close times on the deal. We're hurting ourselves. Increased service costs, post-purchase complaints. I'm just reading stuff. All right. Where do you find these areas of friction? They're everywhere. Okay. Our favorite right now is getting a hold of some customer service logs. We actually don't get to touch with it. The customer takes their customer service logs, puts it into like a notebook LM, and then we start to query these with prompts from them. It's complicated. It's not that complicated, but I'll get into it. Because the frictions are there. We know where the problems will be. We know from complaints. We know from what people on Reddit are saying about the brand or the company or the offering itself, the individual unit that's for sale. We know where the frictions happen, where they occur. So we put this into an LLM and then we query it to find these things. This is great. Let's dig in. I got 13 minutes left. Y'all are doing great. Thank you. All right. Here's our first iceberg we got to watch out for. We got the procurement manager thinking about, has been talking to the engineering team, and this was really where we saw from that log that we queried, the customer service logs that we queried. There's a lot of procurement going back and forth with engineering, and procurement was missing the boat. Engineering had asked for the wrong things, or there was a lot of it. It was a very frequent issue. So. But one of the things we also noticed was that we were lacking content for the procurement manager on the particular page. We do think a lot about worst case scenarios. It's one of my favorite things to think about and talk about and obsess about. I'm good at it. I'm good at helping LLMs obsess about it, painfully also. So our procurement manager worst case scenario is something like, well, what's the life cycle? We're going to buy 1,000 of these and put them in all of the car washes we own across the United States. How long do they last? And are they going to keep, is the vendor going to keep supporting this? Okay, well, we can answer that. We can provide a solution for that. And this is a very citable solution. Citable, okay, I think I'm skipping slides. Hold on. This is a very useful solution, right? So this is the procurement assurance and we got to dress it up a little bit. We can't just throw it up on the site like that. Come on. We got to put some color on that, make it look a little nicer. We need to find a way to discuss FLUQs internally that doesn't sound weird. Like, we got some FLUQs we want to talk about. I don't, we have some frictions we want to talk about. But whoever your allies are internally, you need to validate your concepts against what they're hearing. All you have right now is a hypothesis, essentially. Then you put it on the page. All right. Now, procurement assurance resource. Now, I would humbly submit that this type of work, perhaps it's in procurement assurance, would be a lovely place to begin a digital PR campaign as well. So if we find consistently that this is where one of the frictions for this particular client, I'm actually going to pitch that idea when we get back. I think it's good. But if we find that that's consistently an issue, we validate, we ask internally, we talk to the sales team, we talk to the implementation team. Is this a consistent issue? Well, there is a data study in that. There's a broader data study in that could help give them even more granular guidance that they can give to their decisioning committees. Okay, how do we know that what we made is useful or helpful? How do we know? How do we know that content A is better than content B? Well, in the SEO world, we say it ranks better. We get more traffic from Google. In my world, okay, we say the content is better at resolving role-specific frictions. We've identified frictions, we know where the problems are going to be, and so we solve them. We provide foresight in our content for very specific roles. Lots of roles. There's lots of people making choices that are involved in a purchase decision, especially, for 1,000 servers. But you just roll up and buy 1,000 servers. You got to get a lot of people involved. So this view here is the rolled up version of this. And I don't know where to point this thing. And I'm having trouble with that. I do that with our television also. So this is unfamiliar to me. So this is kind of the top level view of role-to-role frictions for this particular client. Not all frictions live in role-to-role, but a lot of them do, especially in B2B, and certainly in B2C also. Larger purchase decisions, life-changing purchase decisions, home, going back to school, for example. Now we're going into pharmaceutical stuff. So this is based on, all this work here was we queried frictions directly. This is one we stood up just as an example, because you can build, well, with the starter pack, there's a QR code. You can build these out, and then, anyways, this is a hypothesis. That was a really long way to say it. This is a hypothesis for a clinical research organization service, right? Our champion is the clinical operations leader. They are going to have problems with their CFO, all right? We predict they're going to have problems with their CFO. We would, of course, validate all this before we build it. So the CFO is going to know, okay, well, what's the benefit of a single vendor versus multiple vendors? So we go into a prediction. We think it's going to be this. Let's assume everybody says that's what it is. Then we make the multi-vendor versus single-vendor trial execution. Gosh, what did this thing nice that on a page? If you are the clinical operations leader, this was all in my notes. You're in the clinical operations. If you're the clinical operations leader, that CFO is going to blow you up, and you know they're going to come at you with, you got this great idea. Okay, well, what's the benefit? What's the ROI, right? Oh, so this is the kind of artifact that we're talking about. Being able to empower our champions to put into their slide decks when they present, right? That's what should be on your pages. That's what should be on. And you can build links to this stuff. This stuff will get cited in, by publishers, by communities, by LLMs. And then it goes on the page, and what happens? Your FRFYs go up. That's good. I know, no one's heard of FRFYs, and I'm okay with that. It does make me a little sad, because I love saying that word. But your FRFYs go up. The resolution, foresight, yield. You are providing foresight. That's where trust comes from. That's where authority comes from. You are empowering these roles inside your target customer organizations, or I always think about B2B as that, and B2C as like selling at the dinner table. That's what I think about. But, so you're empowering your champions to sell well, sell coherently, understand different perspectives. 6 minutes. Doing pretty good. So what do you do? How do you do this? All right, guys. This is how you do it. This is the way. We also, you can take a nap, because it's right here. You can just go home. You can leave right now. You don't, but you could. That has everything in it, right? But here's I kind of hinted at this all along. So you're gonna upload your friction-containing documents to an LLM. You gotta get approval for that. We've done interviews, so you can't always get approval for stuff like this. We've done interviews, we've done angry Reddit threads. There's a lot of different places to go to find people complaining. Trust me, it's the internet, guys. There's a ton of complaining out there. Exit surveys when a client leaves. Why did you leave? Well, but this is friction. These are the problems that are faced. You're going to evaluate them with our custom GPT parse. Can I tell you what it stands for? Thank you. Practitioner aligned return on staked effort. You are making sure this is what I'm telling you guys. You got to make sure. I'm skipping way ahead now. You got to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable to reducing frictions for people who go onto your website, all right? Or who are, or for LLMs that are trying to understand context around effective decision making, okay? Okay. I got this. If I land this is going to be pretty impressive. I'm going all over now. So then you're evaluating with our GPT. You can just go. There's a link to it. It's nothing crazy. You're going to find the FLUQs. You're going to tag them by role, what phase of the. And it's not the journey. It's not the buyer journey. It's the whole ownership cycle. Because you're really trying to move past this place of convert now, convert now, convert now. Can't believe I'm saying that at an SEO conference, but you still convert now, don't get me wrong, but we want to empower people to understand the full ownership life cycle costs, right? Of whatever it is they're buying. Then you intervene, you create interventions. Okay, so we did that. This is reiterating, these are some places you can get friction. You guys know where to find friction. I mean, maybe it's in your Slack, I don't know, but wherever we're trying to figure out why something is difficult, or why we're losing customers, or why problems have happened. Sales calls, exit surveys, Reddit, reviews. This is just a snapshot of Parse talking about where it's seeing some concerns. This is my favorite. I want you guys to write these down. I'm serious. But I want you guys to, this is the era where you can make your own lightsaber, okay? Take these, make your own for the roles, the champions that are hitting your web pages, your sales pages, and hold yourself accountable to improving outcomes for each and every role that's a participant in the purchase decision. Say that again 5 times. I won't. What are these? I'm overly proud of them. They're like my little children, but also they're mine, and you should make them your own, right? So this is a measure of friction, right? right? Like we're trying to weigh how long is this a problem? What's the intensity of the problem? And how relevant is it for this individual practitioner? I call everybody a practitioner. Everybody that's visiting your website or trying to solve a problem is a practitioner. Because I'm really trying to see people as customers, prospective customers, as humans trying to solve problems. They're practitioners, they're in practice, whatever that practice may be. This is Garrett's stuff. And so then we're saying, all right, how do we solve those problems before they happen to the best of our abilities? This is foresight fields. This is the magic. This is looking deeply into where the frictions are coming from, mapping it to role, mapping it to the phase of ownership, and then providing an intervention. One page of your website, guys. We have a walkthrough. You download the page into an HTML file. I got 47 seconds. And then you follow the instructions. It's right there. It's on that QR code. Why would you do this? Let's see. You want to be citation worthy with publishers, search and LLMs, your champions pitch decks. Let's get citation worthy in our champions pitch decks, guys. And then, of course, the agentic web, MCP, because how long before the procurement team, they use their own web agent, and it's going to go out and look for all these answers, and the humans aren't going to be doing it at all. Mm-hmm. We're not too far. We're a little far, right? We're not too far. So this gets you more closer to a solution for the future. I have one more thing I want to say. I think it was about, just to reiterate, just to take home with you, it is your responsibility to make useful content and hold yourself accountable. Hold your organization, your team, your content accountable to utility to the champion and their, God, it's way too long. Hey, thank you guys.